Hi guys, welcome back to the Review Network. So today I want to talk about the rated R setting that Disney just recently added. So Disney just added the parental control feature. So now that means that they can add more rated R content to the platform, and of course, parents can adjust it as needed. Now, the reason I made this video, of course, because I'm a Marvel fan. So, of course, I had to jump on top of this the moment I, got wind of the news. And so I really just want to talk to you guys about the theories and potential that brings for us Marvel fans. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump right into it. So, when Disney bought Marvel, it also brought a lot of adult fans that really has a love for Marvel content. Now, some of Marvel's best films, of course, outside of the Avengers, everybody loves the Avengers, but outside of the Avengers, we all know Deadpool and Logan were like amazing films, amazing superhero films. They really did an amazing job on those films, and I say that because they were both rated R. We were able to not only see a story, but we were able to see, really amazing action-packed films, that showed our favorite characters, exactly how they should be shown. And I'm making this because I know I don't believe every character needs to be rated R, because we already have amazing characters, and I don't feel like some of them need to change all that much. I am curious as to what you guys think about the fact that they've already came out with their first rated R film. TV show, Moon Knight, and it's really successful. But how does something like Moon Knight tie into the PG-13 films like the Avengers and all the other superheroes that are PG-13? When we see these films, I know you're probably wondering, just put them in there. But when you see these films, for example, Iron Man, when he used his blast, they're not putting a hole through somebody's chest, which realistically that's what it should do, but it doesn't do that. It might knock somebody out, maybe through some walls or something, but it's not killing them. When in reality it should. But then you go over to someone like Deadpool and you shoot somebody in the head, you're shooting somebody in the head, or you're going to shoot them in the eye, you're going to see that eye on the other side of their head. That's what we see. So it's going to be interesting to see how they make these two things come together. Even if they do it's a multiversal thing or something like that, I still don't think that really explains the gore and the blood, in my opinion. Maybe they're just going to look over it, who knows. But I'm really mostly excited about the potential for the characters, and some of these characters are of course, the entire mutant world. I'm really excited about that. And by the way, I know a lot of us are excited about the X-Men coming. I seen that X-Men 97, they're working on the cartoon for that, and maybe they're working on that to use as a reference as to what's going to be the live action. I don't know, but I would say don't get excited about the X-Men just yet. From my understanding, or at least what I've heard, and researched, is that they're probably going to be focused. Kevin Feige, I believe he's going to be more focused on the mutants, not more of the X-Men. I feel like we're still just releasing ourselves from watching Dark Phoenix, and just trying to get over that right now. And the X-Men is an extremely popular franchise, so I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time before it's just out of people's minds, and I don't think it ever will be, but I do think they want it to seem like more of a fresh start, when it comes to introducing the mutants, and they definitely don't want to start with the big guns. They don't want to start with the characters we want to see. They want to introduce other characters that might not have gotten a lot of attention in the comics, and maybe make them, have a little light sometimes. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know what they're gonna do. We don't know what's in their head. We just know that the X-Men are not coming. The mutants are coming. So definitely know that. But with that said, I still feel like the rated R, them being rated R is still needed. I would just like to see the mutants rated R. I just feel like that's kind of their lane, especially with the powers. Like, these are Omega level people we're bringing in to the big screen, and I wouldn't want to see them, I wouldn't want to see somebody like Wolverine come and he's slashing people and they just fall to the ground, but they get to live to see another day. That's not realistic, and I'm just going to be like, what was the point of that? Or seeing somebody like Cyclops blast somebody with his optic beams, and it doesn't even do anything. It might push him back through a wall or two, but they're gonna get up and dust it off. I mean, I don't understand that. I've never understood some of that. I mean, even Fox did that the same way. Fox, would do the same thing, and I just never understood it. I just feel like, if these are their powers, if they're Omega like you say they are, we shouldn't see somebody get up from an optic blast, or being stabbed in the chest, or being electrocuted. Like, we shouldn't see that. We shouldn't see them getting back up. Like let's go towards the Deadpool side of things. Like, dead is dead, and please show it. We're adults here. Please show it. And that's just how I feel. I feel like, The Boys, I don't know if any of you guys watched The Boys on Amazon Prime, but that was a perfect example of realistic superheroes. Like, if superheroes really existed, that's more, what it would look like, in my opinion. And although it doesn't have to be like that, of course, but I feel like after watching movies like Deadpool and Logan, and you saw the potential that it had being rated R, it's just like, I want more. Why couldn't the other shows and movies be like that? Also, unpopular opinion, I really would prefer if the X-Men was a show. After watching WandaVision and Moon Knight in these shows, I just feel like the budget, they could still do that. Like, these are movie budgets. Like, these budgets are ridiculous. So I feel like they could do that. Like, maybe a season every phase, introduce, since they're not going to probably introduce the X-Men, and they're just going to be focusing on the mutants. I feel like maybe don't waste your money on a movie if we're not going to know any of these characters. Maybe focus on Disney Plus, let us, fall in love with some characters that we might like, and then bring certain ones to the big screen that might lead to the X-Men. I feel like that's a much better idea. But yeah, back to the rated R. I just feel like we have a lot of characters that definitely belong on the rated R side of things, and they're getting ready to come to the big screen. Like Blade. Like, I'm not going to go watch Blade if it's PG-13. It's just not going to happen. Or Ghost Rider. Those two are like my favorite Marvel characters. There's no way you're going to make them PG-13, and they are who they are. Mephisto, we've seen hints about him, and it's just like all these characters coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Some of them do not belong on the PG-13 side of things, and I feel like a lot of people agree. Nobody wants to see Blade or Ghost Rider being introduced as PG-13 characters, especially Deadpool. And I don't know what they're gonna do, but I definitely want to know what you guys think. Any theories you might have, anything you want to tell me that maybe I don't know, that would be great, But I'm just excited for whatever Marvel's bringing, and I do hope like some of it is what we want. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. And thanks for watching the Review Network.